Hello, beautiful souls, and welcome back. Today, I wanted to share with you another teaching that's helped me a lot along my spiritual journey, and it's actually a mantra when you feel uncertain or fearful, or you get hit by a wave of fear, or you're experiencing some kind of challenge in your life. And it is everything is working out for my highest and greatest good. And from this experience, only good will come, and I am safe. And that is a mantra I learned from Louise Hay um, years ago. And I'm sure many of you are familiar with her. If not, I would suggest going to check her out. She has so many amazing books and videos and teachings that are just full of wisdom. But the first time I heard that, I was going through a very, very difficult time, and it really helped me kind of relax and loosen that grip of fear, um, take that shroud off, if you will, because fear can be so paralyzing, and then your mind just can spin out of control and come up or start to dive deeper into that fear narrative. And when your mind is like just spinning out of control and it's thinking of all the worst possible scenarios, or um, just everything just gets so dark and cloudy, and it just becomes impossible to think your way through. And so by saying that mantra, everything is working out for my highest and greatest good, and from this experience only good will come, and I am safe. That allows the universe to kind of swoop in and align things behind the scenes for your highest and greatest good. And by you consciously choosing that perspective, that everything is happening for you, not to you, and that even in this moment of crisis, or even in this challenging experience, um, you are not alone, and things are going to work out for your highest and greatest good. And by surrendering to that knowing, and having faith and trusting that that is the what is really going on, right? Like that is the highest perspective you could possibly take in any given situation, right? That is allowing you to receive that help and that guidance, right? When you can kind of calm yourself down and not stay in that state of fear, right? Then you have more clarity, and then you'll see things kind of untangle, and the path will become more clear, or unexpected help or assistance comes in, or things work out on their own, right? I'm sure you've heard that a lot too. Like a lot of times things just work out on their own. And if you were to have stayed in that really, really desperate vibration of like fear and trying to fix it and solve and get it figured out like right now, that might have hindered the natural progression of that experience from unfolding. So, um, I have found that really helpful when I'm faced with a difficult experience or challenge, or just being hit by a wave of fear for a loved one, especially as a mom. When my kids are dealing with things that are very, very challenging, or they're in active crisis mode, I try to remember that as well. And, it also kind of helps you remember to call in and ask for help, right? Because we are always being divinely guided and protected. You are surrounded by countless, angels and spirit guides, and God. And, if you'd rather say prime creator or source, I totally understand that word can be triggering to some people, but, um, you're never alone, and you can always surrender and ask for help, right? And then maybe you'll get the clarity to take the aligned action that you do need to take, and then, let the rest go, right? It's always that fine balance of, taking aligned action and surrendering. And that's been really difficult to me personally on my journey, is when, knowing when to do both of those, right? And a lot of times I only figure that out by sitting in silence, or meditating, right? That I have the clarity come in, or I feel, you know, I feel guided to do a particular thing. But for sure, that mantra has helped me in the present moment of not freaking out and diving more into that state of mind of fear, and letting fear take control, right? Um, it's been really, really helpful. So I wanted to share that with you today in hopes that it could help you. And I'll just say it one more time. It goes like this: everything is working out for my highest and greatest good. And from this experience, only good will come, and I am safe. And then just breathe and ask your guides and your angels for help. And I hope that this helped. And thank you for watching. And I hope you have a fantastic day. Thank you.